boundaries.
I have the mayor's speech right here. I printed it out in big type so even I could read it. Has he said anything about did he say anything about the boundary changes? And one thing Mr. Catania did was delay the boundary changes until the 2015 school year. It seems like that might be a good thing given how fast time is passing.
Yeah, the mayor did say something about the boundary changes, although it was towards the end of the speech, so you just haven't gotten to it quite yet. And the mayor does commit in his speech, and we're committed to addressing the really tangled web of boundaries that exist right now in DCPS after 40 years of not overhauling school boundaries. In terms of the timeline and our approach to doing that, there are a couple of things I can say about that. We're in the process of setting the timeline, although, as you say, there's certain specific limitations that Councilmember Catania laid out in the Budget Support Act, which we're completely fine with.
His point being he did not want parents to be confronted with last-minute changes where they have to figure out how to get into lotteries, where they're going to live, what they're going to do.
And it's the right thing to be concerned about. I mean, there are two things that I can tell you for certain that will be part of this process. One is that it will have extensive community engagement. Boundary changes are one of the things that affects communities the most when it comes to school systems, and we want to ensure that there are multiple opportunities for families to understand what proposals are on the table and to give their input. And then the second piece is that any changes we make will have significant grandfathering within them. So so that families can plan ahead and that nobody is, all of a sudden the rug is yanked out from under them.
Mayor Gray has not yet said whether he's going to run for re-election. As you go into this potentially contentious boundary thing and all that, if the mayor decides he's not going to run or he just simply doesn't announce to much later, it seems to me your political power to make changes is going to be undermined if the mayor is seen as a lame duck.
In terms of boundaries you're talking about?
Yeah, just anything, because whatever the mayor wants, if he's not running for re-election, then he's a lame duck.
Well, I think that in the reality is that changing boundaries takes political courage because, again, the people who are unhappy about the changes you make are always going to be much louder than the people who are happy. And I think the mayor is committed to doing what it takes and taking whatever political hits come with doing the right thing.